Okay. Hi everyone, my name is Olivia. Thank you for following. Sorry it's so late. It's like, what time is it? It's 11 a.m. in Korea right now, and I forgot to bring a microphone and earphone, and we're in a public place here, so it's gonna be kind of loud. I just wanted to say something about the healthcare plan. I'm not an American citizen. I'm a South Korean citizen, and it's with my grandfather. His name was John Kwan. He was an American soldier, and it was something really hard earned. So, like, it's not the matter of my citizenship, but it's the matter of how the whole system of Korean administrative system was established. So I'm keeping my South Korean citizenship for now, and I'm seeking political asylum in the United States in a couple of months. So yeah, and I'm culturally American. I don't really belong in the Korean society because I'm like, yeah. Anyway, but I do care about my people, and okay, sorry, there are some people here, and yeah, so I just had to say something about the healthcare plan. I thank you, by the way, media, for some of the things that you've reported. I don't know much about journalism. I really don't. I mean, I've been trying to study it, so like, I know how hard it is to be part of the media and be a journalist. So thank you very much for that. I just wanted to say something about Mitt Romney's criticism on the healthcare plan, and I'm not against the criticism because I am not pro-Obama. I mean, he's my friend. He's a great guy. I loved working with him, but I don't work for him. So I just wanted to clear that out. I think the biggest criticism on the healthcare plan is the fact that there's that difference between the supply side economics and the demand side economics. And I think what the Republicans should consider approaching the healthcare plan is to sort of see it as an airbag. Like, it's not the way, it's not, sorry, it's not, come here, for the American citizens, it's not a way of the government to take the business money, but it's an airbag in case of an accident. That's how you should see it. So, like, I have GI friends. I'm not politically active. It's a different circumstance here. So, my GI friends are, because they're military personnel, they're very conservative, and their argument is that, why can't people just work for it? Why are you relying on the government? And I said, good job, touche, because no matter how waterproof the liberalist rhetoric is, you can't beat conservative rhetoric. That's just how it is. And I think it's wonderful that there's a system in which you can talk things out. I mean, look at us. If you don't talk, you're going to go into war. So it's something the Americans have fought really hard for in the last couple of centuries. So, yeah. Their argument is, why can't you just work for it? And here's the thing. It's an airbag. It's like, the government's job is not to take your money, but it's like, so when you're driving, you don't really use the airbag. It's in there somewhere, and you paid for it, right? But you don't really use it. But when there's a car accident, what happens? So bam! And, you're dead, or your face is punctured, or whatever horrible thing could happen to you. And what the healthcare plan does is like an airbag. When there's an accident, you never use it, but it immediately jumps up and supports you as like a cushion or like a aerodynamic buffer. So yeah, I think it's one way of approaching the issue. Yeah, so I think you should consider that. And another thing is there's this friend of mine. His father was Korean, and his grandfather was Korean. But he himself isn't Korean. He was raised in Switzerland. If you follow current events, you probably know who I'm talking about. I talked with him. He's a really nice guy, and he's also having a hard time, trying to fit into the Korean society because he looks Korean, but he's not Korean. He's Swiss. He's a European guy who looks Korean. He lost his father really recently, and nobody knew sort of what was going on. I sort of took an interest in it in a very, sort of a diplomatic sort of sense. His father was murdered by bad communist Russians. They're good communists. I'm like, Grandpa John. He's like, damn commies. But no, it's not like that. There are still bad communists, and they sort of murdered my friend's father. And I felt so bad for him. I think it's my job to tell the Americans, please send your condolences to him. His name is Jung-eun Kim, and he lives like 3 hours away from here, or 4 hours away from here. I've never been there, but yes. So please send your condolences to him. He loves America. I know that. We both watch Friends, the sitcom. So, and yeah. So I just hope that cleared some of the things up. And I'm not politically